Namaskar guys and welcome to Leo English Hub lecture 14, and today we are going to learn two's rule, and according to this rule we will use it in showing places in our sentences and double verbs or more than double verbs. I would say sometimes we have three words in a sentence as well. Normally we have single or double verbs, but sometimes we do have three verbs as well, but that we are going to talk later on. As of now, you can see the first rule indicating movement in case of verbs like go and come, and you can see some examples on your screen as well. The first example says the activity of going to school, so it indicates a place, and therefore I have used in dark brown color too. So in positive, negative, other rules are same in simple present tense according to simple present tense, because we have learned it only, we have covered simple present tense until now. But the important thing is that this rule of two is used everywhere in all the tenses, all the sentence structures in English. So don't consider this as the rule of only simple present tense, but this rule is for the all tenses in whole English. You can use to indicate place, and you can also use double verbs in any sentence structure of English. So let's come back to the examples that you can see on your screen right now. The rules of simple present tense has been used, and on top of that to has been added to indicate the school or college, whatever is the place, right? So she comes to school regular, she does not come to school regular or late. So I have made little changes in negative sentences so that the meaning of positive does not changes. Anyway, let's move on to the next rule of two, guys. And according to this rule, connecting two or more verbs in a sentence, two is used to connecting two or more verbs in a sentence, and you can see a couple of more examples here as well. According to the first example, I try to speak Sanskrit, I do not try to speak Chinese, right? Students think to write English sentences on their own, students do not think to write Hindi by themselves. So here, guys, you can understand that sometimes we use to, but we don't know the exact rules. Many students would say that okay, we knew this before as well, but they used to use to in their sentences, but how and why they did not know. And by looking at these rules on your screen, you can boost your confidence for speaking and writing in English. So these two rules have some sub rules as well. I'm going to take you on the next screen for that sub rule, but before I go there, you just press a pause button, and you can note down this thing, you can copy down into your notebook. Making your notebook is really very important, or because you cannot refer to our lectures very often. So please make notes, and guys, meanwhile I also request you to subscribe our channel so that you don't miss any important lecture, any important update of English grammar of any grade. Okay guys, so I hope you have copied down this, and I'm going to move on the next screen. So rule of two for places and double verb has some sub rules as well. So here, out of two or more verbs in a sentence, the verb or activity which is performed first is written first. So if you have noted down the sentences on earlier screen, you would understand that there are two verbs, but which one is written or spoken first? So we need to ask ourselves, our mind, a question that which activity is performed first. So, and then according to that answer, you would put that verb first. So I try to speak, or students try to think. So try to think, try to speak, learn to speak. So this kind of activity, and whatever rules of respective tenses are applicable to the first verb only. The other verbs are written in simple form. So that is another internal rule as well. So For all the main and internal rules, I'm going to give you some examples on your screen now. So Pratham learns to speak Sanskrit. Pratham does not learn to speak Hindi. The government thinks. So here we have given example to show you that the whatever respective rules of tenses are applicable to the first verb only and not the second or third. In third example, you can see there are three verbs: want, go, and study. But because Gopal is a third person singular, the rule of SES has been applied to the first verb only, not the second or third verb. So that should be noted down, and it is really very significant, guys, over here. So copy down these as well, and I hope this lecture will be very important. And don't forget that the rule of two is used everywhere in the English, not just in simple present tense but everywhere, and we will see those kind of examples as well. And these kind of rules and variety help us to demonstrate our knowledge of English in competitive exam or in exams like IELTS International English Test, in our academics as well, in school, colleges as well. So that brings confidence into our speaking and writing the language of English, guys. So thank you very much, guys, for joining us today. Please subscribe our channel. Thank you. Bye.